Greetings, Shelpers. Thank you for joining me for Slay the Spire 2. Last we left off, I was these two people, and on husband was her, but I'm going to be her. I think she's my favorite character in this one, followed, of course, by the Venomous Vixen. So she uses a lot of Doom, and she has Asti, the hand that kind of gives her extra guard. So a random relic, remove a card from your deck. I'm going to do a random relic. And this is whenever you rest, procure a random potion. That's interesting. Haven't had that one before. Alright, we are back in the Underdocks. I'm sorry about not doing a stream earlier this week, and for those of you who probably thought since I didn't, that today would be Woolhaven, but I just thought we'd, get some more of this. We have only one other part of this. We have like 4 of Woolhaven, so I thought y'all wouldn't mind if we did it this way. Let me put on a little more protection. Always good to go out with protection, Shelpers. And we're gonna make sure, yep. So because of the thorns, we're gonna have to alternate, which is absolutely fine. Summon is always good, and then we will tank that hit, and then we'll go after this one instead. Alright, don't know if we're gonna survive that one. Well, Asti took quite the beating. But that's okay, he's used to it. I know I assigned gender to something that isn't gendered. How weird. Okay, that will help us, but however, I did not anticipate the 9, so I'm gonna take damage. Guess not. I guess I calculated it out just perfectly. Alright. We're gonna say I intended on doing all of that. We're just gonna make sure Asti has some protection. Alright. We're gonna cut him 1 hit point, of course. I hope everyone had a good week or whatever. Mine's been, I guess, okay. I got my test results back, and I need to ask her to clarify what exactly is going on with me. Because I have a few things, and I'm like, well, this could mean this, but maybe it doesn't. And at one point, I was on a medication that could have potentially meant something different, and it's complicated. I might have definite signs of autoimmune disease, and I'm like, well, no shit. That is like the biggest not shock of my life right there. Me having autoimmune disease? You don't fucking say. That's so weird. I've only been telling people that for years. Not sure like what kind or anything like that, but I don't know if it would pick up my asthma or whatever. I don't think so, but I'll just have to see. I'm gonna ask her next week what's happening exactly. But, yeah. So I'm just trying not to, like, let my brain go off on me and be like, oh, it means this, like, your organs are gonna fail or whatever. I'm just trying to be chill. It's kind of hard sometimes, but these are both really good cards. Attack and Doom, and then Asti can deal damage and then die. But if you don't have an Asti, if you have an Asti build, it's not the greatest, because obviously when Asti dies, it can't attack anymore. But we'll go with this for now. Although that card has saved my hash in Korea a few times, as it were. Alright, so do that, and then we're gonna block 5. Alrighty. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for y'all for April Fool's Day. I have an idea. Let's just kill him so the other guy gets, stunned. There we go. So April Fool's Day, I could either do the second part of like the Annie Mae thing I did a while back where I did the like joke about anime and then finding out the hen in a tie. I could do that. I could do a, let's say, an approximation of how well it would go if I did a tape that was for interviewing for one of the big corporations, like one of the big corpo things. I thought that would be funny. Okay, these are both good. I mean, they're all good, but that one's too situational for me for spending that much, I want to call it mana. So it's either going to be this one or this one. I really want to do a Doom run. We'll see if I get very far. Probably not. I'm not into the meta on this game. Like, because somebody got their handheld that I kind of see once in a while. I know kind of some of it, like you're not supposed to have more than 20 cards in your deck and blah blah blah, but I don't really follow all that. I love her though, I really do. She's so amazing. But yeah, so I could do that, or I could do like a hoax for paranormal, or I could do something else. I'm trying to just figure it out. I want to do something that's kind of interesting, and I don't want to say completely different. Me doing like a fake audition for like a corpo would be like something else, let's say. And I can't tell you what that something else would be. Because it would be terrible. Oh, death just takes you there. Whoops. At the start of your turn, add one sweeping gaze. I do like this card a lot, because that gives you a freebie. That's a pretty good attack. So we're going to take it and just move on forward. For those of you who miss Hannah Montana, it's like the 20th anniversary and they're like doing all this special shit. Full disclosure, I was not a Hannah Montana fan, but I was a little too old for that. I'm old. Yeah, thank you. I get to these places where I'm just not well. And sometimes it's because I overdo it. Sometimes it's because I just don't treat myself well. I haven't been sleeping well in a lot of ways. It's just that kind of thing. Hi, Shy Guy. How are you? I hope you're alright. I did respond back to you. Let's see. Apply vulnerable. Yeah, I'm already getting my ass handed to me. Oh, and this little bastard is gonna make a brand new rat. Well, that might not help me as much as I want it to. He'll be able to make the rat before I kill him. Damn it to hell. That's okay. I hope we're at a healing place soon. Yep, I hope so. Well, that's a randomized thing. But the good part is, and I just did that wrong again. The good part is at least we're killing them as they come up. I wish I'd get XP and it would actually help me with this. Because now I'm just like not able to make any fucking headway whatsoever. Well, that one will die next turn. And then this one will hopefully die soon. Not right now, obviously. Alright, sucked down into the void, and then... there we go. Death Pony. Okay, got that. Yeah, we'll do that one now, because that one gives us more defense. Ooh, I have one more before I get to a save point or a place to heal up. One of 3 cards. At the start of your turn. Okay, I love this one. Like I said, I love Doom. I'm a big Doom fan. Doom 2026 all the way. I hate that they get their turn before they die. I'm like poison, but I'm sorry about nightmares. I get a lot of nightmares too. I think it's stress induced, but I can't be positive. But yeah, I honestly think it's stress. I'm having this recurring nightmare now, and for some reason it gets worse every time. You would think I would get fucking tired of it, to be honest with you. Oh, I played that wrong. I'm gonna take that up the ass, man. Okay, we're gonna try this because I fucked me. Randomize them. Okay, well, one now is 0. That's great. But the rest of them are not 0. Shit. Anyway, that's gonna suck ass for me. So I have this dream where I'm like back in the big house, and it's at night, and there's a skylight in the kitchen, which there wasn't before, and we're around the big old like wood scarred table, and there's a bunch of people, and I don't know who they are, and we're all dressed in white, and like the moonlight is like incredibly bright, and I mean like insanely. And there's like this person like serving us food, but the food never arrives, so it's like all white dishes in the kitchen, like pristine settings and everything, which is fine, but like we're all dressed in like white robes and shit, so again, strange. And here they're like talking quietly and stuff, and then I noticed everybody is in restraints, including me. And I'm like trying to figure out like what the hell's going on. Well, one person, as they're talking quietly, they start talking louder and louder, and they start rapid talking, like just as fast as they fucking can. And all of a sudden, it's like after they talk really loud and really fast, they stop talking, kind of slump over at the table, and then it happens to like somebody else, and this person is still like going around us and trying to serve us and stuff like that, but I feel like he's kind of doing it to us, if that makes sense, like making us do like the rapid talk and stuff. And then like when the person comes to after like the rapid talk, all of a sudden, like they're almost a zombie, like their eyes are black and they're leaking black out of their mouths, noses, and eyes, and they like try to bite each other, and like they can't because that's why they're tied down, I guess, but like it goes around the table, and like people are trying to like avoid being bitten, and like everybody is getting scared because, you know, if your seatmate starts talking like really fast, like you're afraid you're gonna get hurt, or it's just really weird. And like the moonlight gets brighter, and this guy just keeps walking around the damn table, and like he avoids the zombies, but yeah, he's still like around us, and like he's looking at us all and like trying to figure out what's going on or how we're reacting to what he's doing, and it's not great. Yeah, I have no idea, but just the black stuff leaking from their noses and stuff, and the fast talking, and it's not the absolute best dream I've ever had, and it just keeps on occurring, and I don't know how we got to this point. I'm like, okay, brain, like, what is going on here? Okay, add injury to your deck, obtain a random relic. Fight them for greater rewards. Oh, goody. I will fight them for... That sounds like a great thing I should do. Yeah, about that. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure this out because I wanted that one card so bad, but I couldn't do it. Okay, I don't think they get hit with doom until after a while. And of course, now I don't have any block. You son of a bitches. Okay, hold on. 7 damage and debuffs enemy to all other enemies. Okay, let's try that. And then let's try this. And then we can do this. Okay, he still blocks it. Oh, hell. That's not pleasant. I'm almost dead already. We're gonna have to start this over. Yeah, it's really weird, and I'm always afraid, but in the dream, weirdly enough, considering how fucking often I talk, I'm really strangely quiet. Like, as this is going on, I'm just watching people, and I'm not saying a word. I don't even, like, start talking before shit goes down. I'm just not talking at all. And I don't know why. And it's like parts of the kitchen are like dark outside of the like moonlight and stuff, so you can't always see like across the table. And I'm like, okay, is this like some kind of anxiety? Because a lot of my, I believe anyway, that a lot of my nightmares manifest because of anxiety or pain and stuff. I've had dreams where like my pain is actually showing up in the dream. Okay, what rewards am I supposed to be getting for fighting 2 of these? A potion and this thing over here, which is a 3rd turn gain 16 or 18 block. Well, that's gonna be helpful considering I'm almost fucking dead. Okay, we need to get out of this area. Okay, let me down, please. Let me pick my card. Let me pick it. I don't know why it's not letting me fucking go to the card area. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. I should have picked that other block, but I don't care right now. I'm just so glad I got out of that one alive. We're gonna just get rid of the potion for now. Okay, let's find out. Oh, we're going to the store. The store's not bad, she says, hopefully. I can remove a card from my deck if I have the money, and I do. But let's look and see if we got anything else right now. I love that one, and that one's on sale. I know you're supposed to maintain only a certain amount of cards. Trust me, I get that, but oh well. That's good because that would keep going through the entirety of the combat. No, I was like in my body. I was just like not talking. It's very weird. I've had like recurring nightmares and stuff before. Not recently before this. When I used to get sick, I used to dream like there was this guy and we were in a canyon and there was a bonfire or something, and he would basically be there to hurt me. And I would, of course, not want him to hurt me, but it almost felt like he had to in a way. It was just very weird, very creepy. And then he'd like lunge across the fire and like tear off my limbs and stuff. And I'm like, well, I know exactly why that is. My shoulders and stuff hurt really bad sometimes. So I would dream about pain because I was in pain. Like my brain is telling me, ouch, essentially. So I get that. Like, I understand that entirely. Okay. Now I have to kill the one in the back because that one's gonna leave like ASAP. Okay, that one will not leave me as much. And then I'll be able to kill him too. Yes. Okay, we cannot do a power potion. I'll take the power potion though, I think. And then, let's see, whenever you have a soul... Okay, Asti deals 7 damage, Asti deals 3 damage. I have other Asti attacks, we could try it, but... No, I actually don't. They say you can't dream about people you've never seen in your life before, but I don't recognize the people. I keep thinking that I have, like, they have to be there, that I have to have seen them before. But I don't recognize the guy walking around. I don't recognize... It's very strange. I'm just... Like, I haven't had, like, a recurring nightmare this badly since I was a kid, and I used to dream about this, very particular woman who had only half a body. It used to scare the hell out of me so badly. Because I used to dream there was this woman that would like follow me in the trailer, and she only had like a body from the waist up, and she would walk on her hands, but her nails were like extremely long. And she would like walk down the hallway on her hands and then crawl up my bed and like stick her long nails all the way through my body and crawl up me till she got to my chest and put her face in my face. And she wore a sailor outfit. Don't ask me why. And she had like a bob, so her hair was like to her chin and kind of curled inward, and it was orange, like bright fucking orange. And she bothered me so badly. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Or since everybody was talking and I wasn't, maybe I feel like, you know, I shouldn't, like, maybe my brain is like, you shouldn't be telling people certain things, or I don't know. It's very interesting what your, you know, psychology can be and do and whatnot. I do know for sure that it's just one of those weird things. Some people say that like when you have those kind of nightmares, it's demons and whatnot that are coming after you. It's not. Like, I'm not saying you can never be attacked from a paranormal standpoint in your dreams. I'm not saying that, but like most of the time you dream things that, you know, you're just having a time, essentially. I don't know if we're gonna survive this one, Shelpers. I would love to grab this. I'm going to grab that, even if I have to take the pain up the butt. Oh, I don't, because I have that thing that gives me extra hit points. Very cool. Yep, and then I can hit that. I have to do this one, or I'll lose HP. Very nice. But yeah, the girl with the orange hair and half a body, she used to scare me so badly as a kid that I used to have to like make up a bunch of rules. Like, before she can get to me, she has to like, the lights have to be flickering for like 2 days. And like, I had all these rules because if I didn't, I wouldn't go to sleep. Like, oh, the lights aren't flickering like relentlessly for like 20 minutes at a time, she's not coming. And it was really, really scary for me. My brain does some really weird shit, honestly. I would become obsessed with like making sure, and she couldn't cross geometric patterns, so my brain would be like, because we had black and white diamond, sort of like black diamonds with like other geometric shapes in the trailer for linoleum, so my brain would be like, she can't crawl down the hallway because of the, you know, patterns on the linoleum. Well, she would just jump into my brother's room and crawl out the other side, because my brothers had like a double doorway on their room that went most of the way down the hallway. I would just freak myself out. It was horrible. I had that dream on and off for years, her, and she would appear so many different ways and so many different times. And like, I wouldn't think about her for months, and then I would have another fucking dream about her. Okay, I don't want that one. The applying doom to yourself actually stacks each turn, but yeah. That card is good though. You can kill some really good people with some really amazing HP. Oh, it could be. Sometimes your, brain is just trying to figure things out. Okay, I don't want that one. Remove 5 cards from your deck, get them back upgraded. The first time you end your turn without playing cards, exhaust your hand. Nope. That would be good for enemies that give you like weird shit, but nah. I guess I'll take this one. I don't really like either one, to be honest, but we'll start here. Right, yeah. I used to practice with like lucid dreaming and stuff when I was younger. I haven't really done any of that in like a really long time, but I used to. I'm going to really get hurt from this. Yup. Ouch. You little bastard. I don't think I can actually kill him enough to matter. But that was a fairly sweet amount of doom there, so I can't complain. Okay. This will give me more protection. So though I don't like doing it to Asti, Yeah, this thing will run off with my card that it has in its pocket if I'm not careful. But sometimes there's only so much you can do. Okay, it will, if I can survive the hit, it will die. See, it's like gonna be sucked off into the nethers. I'll take my card back. And then I will... Yeah, I'm trying to build a Doom deck, but I don't think I'm taking care of my block as much as I should. It might. But, like I said, brains are weird. People think that sleep paralysis is like a demon as well, but it isn't. So it's scary as hell, though, I've heard. I've never experienced it, luckily. I'm, like, really, really happy about that. Because there's no way in hell I'd want, like, my brain to be playing those kind of tricks on me. Okay, let's see. We got this. We can get a soul. I'll have that go on, and then I will add more Doom. Yeah, because this guy can, like, really hurt, and he stays underground. You have to break his block. Yeah, before you can get him back up to the land of the living. That is correct. Oh, he's gonna die next turn. Whoopsie. Poor little Aardvark. Alright, let me look at this. 8 damage to all enemies. That's not bad. I should probably just hang on a minute. There was something about Doom. You get 2 block when you apply Doom. Okay, that'll be one that goes throughout the rest of combat. And I need that because I'm doing a Doom build. Not well, mind you. Not well. I wish I were doing it well, but that's not something that I'm working on. I'm gonna take the damage there. Yeah, I'm getting so many boo-boos from this. For reasons. I wish I weren't. We'll do summon 5 so Asti can help me take the next damage. Oh boy, we barely have any block on us. Thank goodness it's turn 3, at least I think it is. Yep, there we go. I like it when they try to hit me and they hurt themselves. Like, why are you hitting yourself? I can't take that other thing though. Damn it. Okay, I should be able to attack if possible. Whenever you add Doom, you gain block. That'll help me out a little bit. Oh, I want that card so badly, but I can't take it because I need to block. Oh boy. Well, Osti's gonna die, and I'm gonna take some damage from this. Well, I made it through, but I don't like how easily I'm succumbing to issues already. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, what is this? Deal 7 damage to all enemy, apply debuffs. Okay. That's a nice one. I'll take that one. And then I will go here and I will remove a card from my deck. The 5 block, because you're supposed to keep slowly taking it all out. So I don't think it's gonna do me any damn good, to be honest with you, but okay. Rest. Oh, block potion. I definitely need a block potion. Okay. We're gonna get rid of, I love that one too. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the, fuck me, never mind. I got rid of it, I think. Yep. So it's alright. I like what I have. I was just like, that block potion could really help me in the future. Oi. Oi. Okay. Osti dies. If I summon 4, does it bring Osti back? Let's try it. We do. There we go. That one gets dizzy when you block it the entire way. Okay, let's see what this does. I'm gonna drink this one. Okay. Oh my god, at the start of your turn, that's only 1? I really need to upgrade that damn card, man. Okay. Osti can take my damage for me. There we go. That thing's gonna wake up any second now. Alright. I guess I'll do this. And I have enough to take that. Yeah, sleep token is actually really good. They're kind of different than a lot of stuff out there. I know I've talked about it before, but I think it's really shitty how they basically made sure to figure out who was in the band and everything like that. And I'm just like, I don't agree with the fact that people are like, when you are a celebrity, people are owed essentially access to you, or that they are, you know, you aren't entitled to any kind of privacy or anything like that. I don't necessarily agree with that. I do think that there is, how do I say this? You should be good to your fans. They are who got you there. They are, you know, that kind of thing. But they're not owed like the name of your high school crush, what color underwear you're wearing. Fans don't need all that kind of stuff. I honestly think that it's not good for us to have that kind of access to other people or expectation for other people to tell us everything about themselves. I don't like that. I think that's wrong. Yeah, but people say because you're a celebrity, you don't deserve privacy. And again, that's such bullshit. Honest bullshit. I think that you need to be good to your fans and not get a big head and all that other kind of shit, but as far as like all the other stuff goes, it's like, let people be people. That's how I feel about it anyway. My sister and I talk a lot about being celebrities and stuff like that, and we wouldn't want to because of how people feel entitled to who you are and everything like that. So we're not for that. Because I look at how many times people are like, so-and-so cheated on so-and-so, so-and-so had a birthday and they broke up with their like bestie or whatever, and it's like, okay, and can you imagine, honestly, it's kind of like having like the person in like your upstairs apartment or the neighbor across the street where they're like, oh, did you see that so-and-so went out with so-and-so late last night? And it's like, god dang it, like, leave off. But yeah, you would not be interested in the fucking life of your mailman like this. And yes, I know artists and stuff and blah blah blah, but just because somebody has a certain type of job doesn't mean you're entitled to know about their life. So, you know, when I was young, I did want to like keep up with like celebrities and stuff a lot more. And I would like figure out and like think about, oh, who's going out with who, all that kind of stuff. But I was a stupid teenager. And that was only like to an extent. I didn't like have posters on my wall that I wanted there. One year my mom put up like guys of country music posters. So I had like George Strait, Garth Brooks and all that on my wall. Yes, I'm that old. And it's just not even something I was like that obsessed with, but I had more knowledge of the goings on now. Now I'll see an actor or an actress and I'll be like, oh, who's that? Like, did I see anything they were in? I don't think so. I never know because I just don't keep up with anything. I know I could probably do a better job, but it's just not that important to me. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I don't want to know that about my mailman. I don't want to know that about somebody I watch on TV. I could just be the wrong kind of person for it though, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one just to get me through this. There we go. Yeah, they give me a bunch of cards I can't play, but it'll be fine. First, we're gonna take this to get as much help as we can. Again, I don't know why I don't have any kind of block. I keep buying it and I never get it. But yeah, I'm just not into gossip. I do want to know some things though, to be fair. Like, if so-and-so is like a murderer or an abuser or is a transphobe or whatever, I do want to know that. I do want to be very aware because I want to be, and I didn't have to do that, that was stupid. I want to be a knowledgeable consumer. So if they are a piece of shit, I do want to know. Just to kind of make my decision as to if I give them my attention, my money, etc. But otherwise, oh, they're having their third child. Well, good for them. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for anybody doing something good with their life that they want to do. I would be happy for the person on the street too if they wanted that child. That's great. I'm happy. But you don't see me fucking just figuring out life and being like, oh, you know, it works out that way. And it's like, nah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's just fucked up. Like I said, maybe I'm just old now. Maybe I'm just old and no fun. Like, that is definitely a possibility. But I also have my own bullshit to worry about. And I'm sure a lot of you can resonate with that one. Like, why would I worry about somebody who I've never even met if they're, you know, doing whatever they're doing? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade that one. We just gave that one perfect fit. That'll be good. We might not get it to help us, but yes. The PS5 Pro, all the PS5 stuff got a price hike. It definitely did. You know, back in my day, Shelpers, I know you're all young kids, but back in my day, when you had a console that had been out for a while, you actually found out the consoles actually got cheaper as time went on. I know, weird, some kind of magic and sorcery, some kind of lie, nostalgic glasses, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I remember them going cheaper as time went along. Isn't that weird? It's too bad. Really strange. Must have imagined it. It's all so weird, you know, my brain and all that being so old. I must have been like hallucinating it at one point in my life. But yeah, it's honestly wild. And there's still no like Steam Deck stuff because they fucked up when they made it and they couldn't actually give a certain price, and people were like, if it's not, you know, a certain price, we don't want it. And they were gonna give it a price tag that was more in line with a computer than with a home console. Well, now it doesn't matter if it would be in line with a console versus a computer. It's all getting up there. But yeah, they're increasing the prices on everything, and of course they're gonna blame, you know, the RAM issue, which to be fair is a huge thing. RAM doing what it's doing or not doing is really shitty, and you can thank AI for that. AI is like one of the prominent reasons we have trouble procuring RAM nowadays. True story. It's not just because I'm an AI hater, though, you know I am. Oh boy. Eep. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. I really don't know if I'm gonna get through this, Shelpers. He's like sucking me in. And I'm almost dead. Oh boy. Okay, and we can give more damage. We'll do him anyway. Okay. He can't suck me up and he's dead. Okay, okay. See, that's one of the good things about Doom. I couldn't do shit to him except Doom. But after a while, it did accumulate. Deal damage equal to the enemy's Doom. Well, that sounds great after that 200 some I just had. Actually, when you're bored, you have a chance to be more creative. Because boredom allows your mind to wander. Wander allows different connections and thoughts to formulate. If you're always like stressed out and shit like I am, then you don't make as many like connections and shit. Okay, the 5th card you play each turn is free. I don't think I can hardly ever play that, so I will do the signet ring. I will. I'll be a money whore, even though I'm gonna die soon. I'm gonna die rich. Fuck it. Okay. At least two streams up, there'll be a 2 streets over, there'll be a shop we'll go to. Nice. Okay, we have to gain block. And then we'll do this one, and then I swear we have more blocking stuff than this, but apparently not. But yeah, there's like, and how do I put this? Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of increases and stuff, and there's a lot more anti-consumer bullshit put into place in a lot of places. For like, Nintendo made it a lot harder for people to find third-party controllers that would actually work with the system, the Switch 2. They did that on purpose. Oof. Well, that sucked for them. Yeah, I keep giving Doom out to people. That's fine. So there's a lot of anti-consumer practices more and more. I used to have the opinion that if you can find a game readily, that you should try to procure it through legal means. And then the whole, if you know you can't truly purchase it, then AI isn't, or AI, then pirating isn't stealing, as far as like gaming companies go. And I gotta tell you, I don't really see a huge flaw in that logic. If you're gonna tell me that what I have doesn't actually exist for me, then I don't know. It's really weird. It's hard to look at a company and be like, yeah, that thing I paid the exact same amount of money for as if I would have bought it physically. That is certainly man alive. Just man alive. Okay, that one's gonna die. Unfortunately, I'm half dead. There we go. Let's suit up. Oh yeah, I just used a card that was useless. Dang nabbit. Yeah, there are a lot of different pricing issues now. And then they act like people are being unreasonable. And it's like, somebody is. And yeah, people will be like, well, you don't want these people to make money. They're fine. They're fine. Nintendo is like, what, the highest grossing company in Japan? They're not fucking crying over anything. Are you joking? And they're one of the most litigious companies out there, by the way. Like, are you joking me right now? Yes, poor, unfortunate Nintendo. Billions of dollars a year, Nintendo, whatever the fuck it is. So sad. So crying with our fucking $1 billion in hand every time. If you took no damage, well, that ain't gonna happen. So that we'll take that. And then whenever you use a potion, gain 3 strength. That's nice. Let's see what else we got going on here. We'll pull out another, like, regular strike, I guess. And we will not add anything, probably. Yeah, we'll add that one. That one's a decent one. I don't want to add too many more cards, as I said. It's kind of like trying to retrofit everything in. The new release of Pokemon Red and Green made me want to play it again, so I'm doing so through emulation. Yeah, like, it's viable. It is, honestly. Every once in a while, Husby will be like, do you want to play RE3? Because he can set me up with it. And I have RE3 on GameCube, the old version. And I'm like, yes and no. But right now, he and I are going through RE5, to be honest, so we're going through and getting shit done. Let's see, what is the enemy's doom right now? 13, that's not bad. We should probably make that better though. Here we go. Yeah, I can barely get any protection right now. Damn it, I'm gonna die here. Oh yeah, I'm so gonna die here. Motherfucker. I hate it when they debuff me to this point. Oh man. Well, at least they can't kill me this turn, but yeah, I thought that would be better, but it's not. Yeah, I tried really hard to do that and they wouldn't let me. At least the one guy will die, but I think I'll die too. Yep. Damn it, the fuck. Alright, well that's one. I have not had a win yet. But I've had all the unlocks I can get as far as like the ones that you just get through leveling, which is fine. By the way, we need to talk a little bit about Crimson Desert. Okay. So, Crimson Desert used the Expedition 33 excuse because AI assets were found in the fucking game. So for those of you who don't remember, a little game called Expedition 33, they claimed that they were using placeholder graphics and forgot to take them out. Okay, so what is a placeholder graphic? It's where they have to come back in and put things in later. Okay, why am I bringing this up now? Do you see this? It's art, right? Yes, it's art. Is it like the best art you've ever seen? No. Why? This shit is placeholder art. It's supposed to be a placeholder for until you can get your ass in gear and make like the best art ever. So a lot of these, not all of them probably, but a lot of these are placeholder art. And you can fucking tell, right? The point with placeholder art is you're supposed to be able to fucking tell. It's not supposed to blend into the point where you just fucking forget. It's supposed to be a glaring fucking sign. Fix this. This isn't done. So for them to be like using their fucking little slot machine and putting in like the best fucking mountain or whatever the fuck they can just to fucking turn around and be like, oh, whoopsie, we didn't remember. Yeah, that's because it's supposed to be basically like your mountain here. It's supposed to be so glaringly obvious. It's supposed to be like a red light in your face. A giant disco ball made out of M&Ms. It's supposed to be something so discordant. You look at it and go, oh yeah, that's not right. That needs fixing. So fuck them and their lies on that one. Are you ready?
Host.
Okay, host. Yes. Husby's gonna jump in for the second game now. Yeah, I don't think you should have to prove, especially with like a really fucking popular game series. Are you on that one versus Regent?
I'm on the robot. I'm right up to it.
Okay, I will try to explain what Regent does. I'm not very good at Regent because they have two different types of like mana and whatever. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. The whenever you rest at a rest site, gain 5 max, but okay, enemy loses it and you draw. Ah, damn it. And if I skip this, that means I'll take this one. Because if I skip it, I can't go back and do another. I wish you could look at the cards and then see if you don't like them and go back, but then I guess that would be a little bit unfair. I'm not sure. Although we're not really fighting anybody, so it's not like it gives us an edge over PvP. I wonder if they'll actually put PvP in this game. Like where you could play other players online. It's from the same people I think that made Black Desert, question mark? I don't know. I'm not one of those people that follows anything much, but yeah. They pulled the same fucking excuse that Expedition 33 did, and I'm just like, are you shitting me right now? Are you absolutely fucking shitting me right now? It's like, oh yeah, poor you, like, of course. It's wild. We didn't know what we were doing. Didn't you, though? If you don't really know what you're doing, maybe you shouldn't be making video games then. I don't know. I don't know shit about making video games. That's why, you know, don't fucking make them. Weird, right? It's wild, honestly. Okay, 1 and 1 deal 6 damage. All the cards that have a cost. Deal 6 cards and choose 2 cards. I'm gonna take this one. Okay, we have the store. I could actually pull a card out of my deck, but I don't know if I want to do that so early on or not. Deal 7 damage to all enemies. All enemies lose 1 strength. Oh, that's a nice one. I think I'll take that one. And then we can pull one out of the deck. We can pull out a strike because we just got what is essentially an attack. Okay. Cool. Wait. Which one are we going to? Oh, wait. That's a bad guy. So we'll go this way instead. I don't want to fight an elite. Yeah, exactly. It makes it more permissive. I've said this before, and I'm going to say that a lot because I say everything multiple times because I'm just that kind of person. I believe that you should have to tell when you use AI for anything, as far as any kind of generative AI in your stuff. If you are a writer and you have an AI book cover, you should have to say the book cover is AI. If you are somebody who writes lyrics but you have a computer fucking sing your song, you should say this is not an actual human singing this song. Like, you should have to fucking do that. You should have to fucking talk about every type of generative AI you use, because if you sell your stuff and you say, well, I made this and whatnot, you're not being exactly honest. So I really feel as though that's something people should have to do. Oh shit, I'm gonna take the damage. I don't want to take the damage. There we go. I made him go down to 1. I didn't have any good blocks, so yeah, okay. Okay, I don't have any of the blue stuff. There we go. But yeah, it's false advertising. That's nice. Add debris into your hand. Well, that's not nice. Okay. Okay, Forge 6. That'll give me my weapon. I want that. Yeah, I know. But they actually... Should I upgrade or transform? I'll transform. At least I'll get one of the blocks out of the deck. Okay, I'll transform. Hopefully it gives me a block back. No, it's a forge though. That's not bad. Now I'm gonna be cock blocked because I won't have enough block. But yeah, they would. The thing is, like, the Supreme Court didn't actually want to hear from the people who are sucking AI's dick right now. So instead of them being able to be like, well, the Supreme Court said we can copyright this and all that, they can't still. Not yet anyway. And they were really severely hoping that the Supreme Court would be like, yeah, all you slot machine lovers, get out your penises and vaginas because we can just hop on that thing. And so now what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to make a case for just how much AI is enough to say that it's copyrightable. And I'm not joking about that. I'm gonna have to take that full in the face. Yikes. So they're gonna have to argue that they are, you know, all nice and good and clean, and they really deserve to be called artists because reasons. So, at the start of your turn, forge. Oh, that's nice. Every turn? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we'll go here because I don't want to fight the moonlight. I'm just gonna heal. I lose so many hit points so quickly. But yeah, like I said, Amazon has the ability for people to label their stuff as AI, and I'm just like, they're not gonna, because they know for now that people don't necessarily like AI in their stuff. At least most people don't. So just let me know which one you prefer. This is very situational.
Both are.
Okay, just grab what you want.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I'll grab the other one. Doesn't matter to me.
We are at a rush right now, so.
Okay, we'll go there again. I will smith and forge 3. Okay, gain block at the start of your turn. I like that idea. But yeah, I get so tired of AI. And there are so many people who make excuses as to why they need it and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, after a while, there's just no winning. Sometimes I feel like it's inevitable, the whole AI thing. That fighting against it's gonna do no good and stuff like that. A few people have said that's what they want you to think, but honestly, yeah. I mean, they push it so fucking hard that we're gonna end up like dealing with AI in certain places and we're not gonna think it's there. I talked about how I used to use like this one thing that took out backgrounds and it wasn't generative AI. It is now. And I'm just like, Jesus. Yeah, okay, so here's the interesting part. People believe that the Supreme Court doing what they did, like not hearing it or whatever, right? That, oh, they can't be, you know, bad for the people who use AI or whatever to not hear it, or, but there is a horror novel that came out called, it was Shy Girl. And the person who wrote it was accused of using AI. And so her publisher got rid of her. It was self-published before they picked up the book. And it's one of the big 5 that picked up the book. And all of a sudden they didn't want it anymore. Because they're like, oh, so this is what happened, and now we know she used AI, and it's like, do you though? Because people who use like AI checkers a lot of times don't use the book, and that's one of the things they don't tell you. So when people check for AI, oftentimes they will check for AI using a book that's been pirated already. So you have a pirated version of this damn book that might have actually not been the real text because it's pirated. I mean, people don't understand that. Okay, gain 6 block whenever you play a Sovereign Blade. Gain 9 damage, adds debris, and damage to all Enemies lose one strength. I'll try the Sovereign Blade thing. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I am trying to do a blade build. Was that Canva for like they I think they got in trouble or what? I must have missed something again. I'm sorry. My brain is kind of scrambled today, I've noticed. And I know you're like, everybody's noticed. Yeah, probably. Oh, man. Oh, the thing that... Yeah, I think so. Canva really switched from an editor that was, like, more for just, like, having free assets and stuff, or assets you paid for and had access to. And then they turn around and basically went like full AI. As a matter of fact, in their advertising now, they're actually like, it's an AI editor. And I'm like, fuck you, just fuck you. I don't use the AI aspect, but I do use Canva a lot. I should say I don't intentionally use the AI aspect of it. But I can say that some of their like assets I use that they might not be. Because I don't know. I do try to put like all the precautions in place to have it not show me AI slop, but I never know. Yeah, Canva is just more and more. And there are so many things that are just more and more AI. Just more and more and more and more and more. And it's just driving me bananas. Because it's like, where do you turn? Because I don't want to have AI in my stuff. And I've shared a couple things with people, even as, like, even on my account in Blue Sky. One time I shared a song that was AI. I didn't fucking know that. I'm an idiot maybe, but I didn't fucking know. I don't intend on sharing AI with anybody. Unless it's like, look at how fucking bullshit this is or whatever. So... And I shared a meme before that somebody was like, did you make this? It's AI. I'm like, I didn't know that. I was just like, you know, not looking at anything there, but... Okie dokie. And it sucks. One of the things about AI that people don't really think about is that a lot of innocent people can be accused of using AI. You have like a really certain type of art style, well, guess what? People think you use AI now. Or you like to use M dashes in your writing, guess what? So does AI. Even though the reason why AI does what it does is because it fucking stole from people who do those things. Right? But people are like, no, you use AI, man. That's the reason why. So, but anyway, Shy Girl by Mia Ballard actually was found to have consistencies with AI. Well, she said she didn't use it, but that her friend who helped her edit it used AI tools. Now, I'm not going to say whether that's true or not, because that could go either way, honestly. I mean, how many of us have a friend that would put our work through an AI tool, and that friend would not know our stance on AI or anything like that? Right? I mean, come on now. Could I be unfair here? Sure. Maybe I could be, but I don't know. Like, if my sister all of a sudden was like, I'll help you, and she gave me back this thing, I'd be like, you didn't use AI, did you? Like, because my sister knows how I feel about AI, she probably wouldn't even have started it. So, Hachette said, that's the one of the big five, that they were gonna pull her book, and I'm also thinking to myself, Hachette also has stuff to answer for. Because in 1000% honesty, Hachette says they don't want people making or writing books with AI, but they allow AI in marketing or a lot of other things. At least I think they do. There are some like certain things that they allow AI to do for them. And it's like, well, how the fuck do people know? Yeah, AI cars. But it's just a lot. It's just a lot of unruly bullshit. And there's also something to be said about the fact that Mia Ballard is a woman of color. And how certain people will have no trouble like castigating her for using AI for writing, but maybe not like James Fry, whatever the fuck his name is. That piece of shit. He's not only back, but he's using ChatGPT and he's proud of it. And that's a choice. And then people are like, oh, what the fuck ever. But I mean, I know James Frey doesn't really have the best fucking reputation, but why is the white man sitting over here and people are going, yeah, he uses it, it's whatever. And then we have this black woman who is accused of it, and it's like, you know, stone her, burn her at the stake, whatever. Like, don't like that. Not saying that I like the idea of anybody using AI, you know how I feel about it, but I'm just not thrilled about the fact that we could be potentially, you know, doing more harm than good. But like I said, I wonder when Mia Ballard, because she admitted that her friend used it. When did she figure that out? Did she figure that out before she tried to sell it to Hachette? After? I want to know. And see, here's the thing about traditional publishing. They love books that are talked about. It gets them hard because it does a lot of their work for them. Okay, hang on. Every 3 skills you play, put this in your hand. That's not bad. Transform any number of cards in your hand. Nope. Nope. I'll take that one. But yeah, they companies love books that are already talked about, already have that buzz. Because you're going to buy them, even if it's just to see, like, do I think this is AI or blah, blah, blah. So I think that there was some type of, bless you, my dear. I was almost going to say, are you okay? Just bless you. There was already some type of buzz for the book. So I do think that there was somebody in the company that knew. I don't know what I just clicked on. I don't know if we're upgrading. I don't know what's happening to me anymore. Oh, I'm picking out new cards. That's what I'm doing. Oh, from other colors even. I love it when they do that, actually. Let me just look and see if I have anything I want to pick up. Exhaust all non-attack cards. Gain 1 strength. This is all ironclad stuff. I love this card though. Let's say this one. Sure. I took stuff that didn't require other, like, currencies or anything.
Right side.
Actually, that's funny because doctors do use it. As a matter of fact, I think my nurse practitioner actually uses some type of dictation with it. So I'm like, is there going to be a time where she thinks we talked about something we didn't or whatnot? Because I'm like, uh-oh. I could be wrong. But I'm just like, I hope that wasn't like AI. But yeah, more doctors are actually using it because, oh, they can diagnose whatever. And remember when fucking stupid ass elongated muskrat was trying to get people to turn in their medical files so that Grok could practice Yeah, we live in fun times, don't we? Don't we, Shelpers? I hope I'm coherent tonight. I feel very like all over the place mentally. So I'm hoping I'm giving some kind of cohesive conversation or narrative or whatever is going on here. That was only a 9. We'll find that out. We'll do that. And I am going to get smacked. So triple my block. Yes, please. Tickle my pickle. There we go. Well, that's good. But yeah, they've actually had to warn people about using like Chat GPT's like medical symptom thing because it's wrong. Like Chat GPT will tell you like not to go to the doctor and not worry about it, or that thing across the top of the screen. And it'll be like, oh, you don't have to worry about this. It's what you're experiencing is probably just like something common like exhaustion or whatever. And then people don't go to the hospital and then they fucking die. But then you have to talk about the capitalistic hellscape that is America and why people would turn to a fucking machine instead of a real doctor to help them. And the answer may shock you, but it involves us not having enough money to fucking go through and get an actual doctor's appointment and all that other good bullshit. I have a friend who is going through chronic stuff like I am, and she said that one of her doctors, ex-doctors, because she fired them, talked to her about like medical neglect, as far as like the fact that she's been neglecting her health. And it was like, she was kind of like, fuck you, because if you don't have insurance, what the fuck do you do? Gain 7 block. I'm tempted with this, even though I know I'm never going to reach that amount. Let's go. But yeah, in this country, we don't have free healthcare. So if you have symptoms, are you going to run to the ER and get thousands of dollars of worth of bills to be maybe told you're fine? Or are you just going to fire up like Chat GPT and WebMD and fucking hope for the best because you cannot afford shit? I know what a lot of people end up doing. And then to have people turn that around and say, well, you're stupid basically for not going into the doctor and shit. It's like, well, fuck you. How about you become affordable then? You know, are you as the doctor going to give free exams and free medication and stuff? No, I didn't fucking think so. I didn't fucking think so at all. But yeah, I think it's rich that they act like it's people's fault. Okay, there we go. And I think I did everything I can. Right, exactly. They act like it's just available for everyone. It's so wild. It's like, they work in the system. They should know. I mean, that is one thing that I am grateful for, is that I do have access to medical care because I'm on disability and stuff. Because if not, I can't even tell you how much all this would cost. Like, the constant back and forth of doctors and pills and... man. I thought about that when they had to redo my possible like arthritis blood work, which is why I know now that I have something wrong with my immune system, which is still maybe not getting me far enough, but at least something else. I might have problems with my liver too. We'll have to see. I'll have to ask her what she makes of all my tests, as I'm not a doctor. Oh, thank God we got that one dead. I don't know the card it took from me. Let's see. Oh, yeah, at the start of your turn, Forge 6. That would have been shitty to lose. It's a debris. Huh. Okay, we'll try that, even though I don't think that's gonna work very well. Do you want to go to a monster or question mark?
Whichever.
We'll do a question mark just in case it's not a monster.
No, it's a monster, alright.
Oh, fuck my asshole. I shouldn't have done this. Yeah, it's a lot. I will have them remove the defend. We'll go here and then we'll go to the healing place. Oh my god, and I already had so many damage, then it's not even funny. I think I'm going to die. Okay, do I have anything that'll help me? Probably not. Deal 30. I don't need to gain 9 block. Increase the cost of sovereign by 1 and now additional time. Fine. That's probably not a good thing to take, but I did anyway. Well, that's good, but I'm still gonna die anyway, I think. What does this one do? Draw 3 cards. Sure, why not? Yeah, I did not give him nearly enough. Block. That's gonna suck for him. But yeah, it's just so our system is so bullshit. And then for people to be blamed for their own lack of care is just, well, you know, they have to do that partially, I guess. Because to acknowledge that you're part of a broken system means that you would have to face everything people are going through, and some people can't do that. Some people don't want to, some people can't. I should have actually used the exhaust thing on him, the strength exhaustion. Damn it to hell. I am going to die. Yeah, I don't have... One of the reasons why I really like the Necro Lady is because she has a lot of block potential while she slowly chips away using Doom. I'm not the biggest fan of Regent, and I'm dead this turn, so... Husby's trying to hang us on by a thread. I'm dead. Sorry, Lovey. But yeah, Shy Guy and I were talking about women in esports, or competitive gaming, I should call it, recently. And there are way less women in competitive esports or competitive games than men. But there are like a lot of reasons why that is. Oh wow, you made it through. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure it would work or not.
Good on ya. Yeah, me either. But that's because I sucked cock. And not certain ones that I enjoy, so. So with women in esports, let's just call it that, but I don't consider it a sport, but women are not paid as well as the men. They are not treated as well as the men. They are not looked at as to be professional as men. It's really difficult to be a woman in a male-dominated field because there's harassment. You have to work twice as hard to be thought of as half as good. You don't get the sponsorships or the gravitas or whatever. It's complicated. But it's pretty shitty. And then people turn around and be like, well, the women are worse anyway. Okay, let me put a pin in that and say, do you remember the women's soccer team for the US versus the men's soccer team? And how they were given shit compared to the men, and the women would be the ones bringing home the fucking championship stuff and the men wouldn't? I just want you to think about that for a minute. If what people are saying is true, why would the women's soccer team be given less then? Oh, can I have this?
Yes, you can.
Because the women's soccer team was actually better and doing better things than the men's soccer team. And it has to do with misogyny. Women are seen as not as good. Women are seen as, you know, just, oh, we let the little women play soccer. Isn't that nice of us? That kind of thing. I have no block. I have no block at all. And I have only 8 HP left already. Yeah, that is what they say. They had easier competition. But the thing about that easier competition is, if that's true, that the women aren't as good, then technically they wouldn't be able to keep up with anything but that kind of competition either. So, yeah, it doesn't really work out if you mathematical it, but they don't care. Like I said, the misogyny is the point. The Olympics are starting to ban trans people again. Yeah, more anti-trans bullshit. Even though there have been study after study after study where if you're on the hormones of the gender that you feel like you are on the inside, that you have pretty much the same, like, lung capacity, chance for musculature, etc. And people are starting to act like that's not a thing, and it is. It's definitely a thing. That's why they were allowed to play competitive sports in the first place, because there was extensive testing done. And people are like, no, that's not true. Yes, it is. But we're just walking everything backwards now. And like I said, that trans thing, where they were like, oh, this many trans women beat out cis women in sports, and here it's like darts, competitive square dancing, and it's like, are you shitting me right now? Are you shitting me with this? The reason I say like I said is because I've talked about it in other streams. I should stop that because, like, you know, people might not be watching other streams, so. Right, because women being the weaker, less experienced team would still be fighting the same type of opponent. Yep. Exactly. But it's wild watching them turn themselves into pretzels over this kind of thing. You know, I gotta tell you, there have been competitions, writing competitions, where I've lost out to trans people. They had the better poems, and, you know, apparently their transness gives them checks transphobic notes, better use of simile and metaphor, better use of competitive whatever than I had. So, dang nabbit, HRT makes you a better poet. It's fucking stupid, honestly. Well, I'm gonna cut it short here tonight, I think. If you want to see this again, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Next week, I'm hoping we finish Woolhaven, but I'm not sure. Husby and I are going through RE5 on our own. That's been interesting, let me tell you. Especially that worship puzzle, if you know, you know. And I will see you next week with more Cult of the Lamb, and I honestly don't know what the fuck else. So I hope you have a good weekend and that you stay warm or cool or what have you, and take care of you, okay? You're important. I'll see you later. Bye.